So this is the question. Now, the optimal number of size. Now remember, is our annual demand. Itakuwa ni 2 times our annual demand. Now, the question given in our question, the demand is in weekly. So ukiangalia tumepatiwa 200 units. Now we need to multiply it with. So this one is weekly. So how many number of weeks do we have in a year? From the question, the year, but the number of weeks in a year is 52. Is 52. So 52 weeks. So we need to multiply with 52 weeks. Then you multiply now with the cost per order from the question. The cost per order from the question is how much? Just a moment. Sawa. Now the cost per order from the question, tunaambiwa the cost per order, ama the ordering cost ni 1800. 1800. We divide it with holding cost. Now our holding cost from the question, ukiona, it is 80% of the inventory value. 80% of the inventory value. Now what's our inventory value from the question? Inventory value ni 150. So kumbuka alikuwa nimewambia holding cost. Nilikuwa nimeandikia somewhere, nikaandikia ni percentage of purchase cost or the cost or the purchase price. So in our case it is 80% of 150. But we have other items which relate to holding cost. Number one, we have the obsolescence value, which is at 4 shillings. 4 shillings. And then we have storage cost, which is at 6 shillings. So we add them together. So itakuwa ni 0.08 times 150 plus 4 plus 6. Napata 22. Are you getting 22? Are you getting 22? So you divide it by 22. So you divide it by 22. Then you find the square root. Napata your order. So this one is 22. Itakuwa ngapi? So 2 times 200 times 52 times 1800 divided by 22, then square root 1304. So tuseme 1305 units. 1305. So the optimal number of quantity to order is 1305. 1305. Number 2, annual orders. Annual orders. So annual orders today is equals to D over Q. And I need to more than 200 units daily times 52 weeks over Q. 1305. Itakuwa ni 200 times 52 divided by 1305, which is 7.9. Approximately 8 orders. Approximately 8 orders. Approximately 8 orders. The order level is daily demand times ready time. Tunasema ni daily demand. Daily demand times ready time. What is the ready time? Now in our side, we're going to daily demand as 200 times ready time. So the question has a ready time of how much? 5 weeks. So the 1000 units. 1000 units. Next. Number 4. Wanasema find compare if the actual cost per order, if the actual cost per order was 200. Now if the actual cost per order was 200, so cost per order was 200. Now tuanze the first one. Purchase price itakuwa ngapi? Purchase price itakuwa ngapi? Purchase price itakuwa ngapi? Now before we do purchase price, should we compute EOQ first? No, we have the EOQ for this part kwanza. Hii iko sawa. EOQ yake ndio iko juu. Itakuwa ni demand, which is 200 times 52. Now times our cost. Now from the question, cost ilikuwa ngapi? From our question, Nikirudi tunaambiwa the cost per order ni 150. It was 150 shillings. It was 150. 150 plus holding cost ni 1305 over Q over 2 times CH. Our CH ni ngapi? Now we need to compute our CH. Our CH itakuwa ngapi? We need to compute our CH. So we need to compute our CH. So let's compute it. Now, so that we compute when you're using 200. So number ilikuwa ni 80%. Now usitumie yenye ilikuwa initially ilikuwa 150, so tunatumia 200. Plus you add the others 4 plus 6. So usitumie 150. So itakuwa ni 0.08 times 200 plus 4 plus 6. Ala. Inatupatia 26. Inatupatia 20 ngapi? 0.08 times 200 plus 4 plus 6. Supposed to be 26. Number 26, yes? 26? 26? Amunge 26 plus D over Q, which is 200 times 52, which is our D over Q. So Q tuko nayo moja 1305. 1305. CH 1800. Yeah, tupatia ngapi? How much? Tunasema 200 times 52 times 150 plus 1305 over 2. Yes.
Atumapata 26.
I
think ni 17.
Mbona? 0.08 times 2. Ama ilikuwa ngapi? Acha ni confirm kama ilikuwa ni 4 na 6. Ilikuwa inakuja 26.
Yeah, ni mimi.
Yes, kama tulifanya hii ya kwanza tulipata 22, which ilikuwa ni 0.08 times. Yake ilikuwa ni 150 plus 6 plus 4. Katupatia 22. So, yes, the same. Itaongezeka. Tutasema 200 times 52 times 150 plus 1305 over 2 times 26 plus 200 times 52 times 1305 over 1800. Napata ngapi? 384. 545. 1505 545. Aya, calculate the new UQ. Itakuwa ni 2. Tutatoa hii. Itaji. Itakuwa ni 2 times our D, which is 200 times 52 times 1800 over our CH. Our CH ndio hapa tumepata hapa. Niambia 26. 26. Itakuwa ni 2 times 200 times 52 times 1800 divided by 26 square root. So mimi napata 1200. Nafanya total cost using the 1200. Total cost using the 1200. So itakuwa our total cost itakuwa ni 200 times 52 times 1800 plus Q over 2, 1200 over 2 CH times 26 plus D over Q, which is 200 times 52 times 1800 over what? Over D 1200 times 1800. Itakuwa ni ngapi? Itakuwa ni 200 times 52 times 1800. So mta confirm kama naweka correct item. Mimi naika direct 26 200 times 52 times 1800 times 1800 over 1200. Allah. So 200 times 52 times 1800. No. Hapa nimeweka double. Hapa nimeweka double, inafaa kuwa moja times 1800. Hapa nimeweka double. So 200 times 52 times 1800 divided by 1200 plus 1200 over 2 times 26 plus 200 times 52 times 1800. Hey. Now this one is 150.
Yeah, 1800.
This one is 150, sivyo? Not 150 actually, ni 200. This one is 200. The new cost. Here 200. That one will be equal to 200. Yes. This 200. And then 26 ndio hii. Sawa, let
So
us see.
kutakuwa na 200 demand. Oh, sawa.
Hiyo ni cost. Unapata ngapi total? Now actually this one inafaa ikuwe ni 150. Nafaa utumie 150 not 200. Supposed to use 150. Itakuwa the same. Hii na hii itakuwa the same. Tunatumia 150. Just use 150 hapo. Tutapata 1591. 1591 200. 1591 200. 1591 200. 1591 200. So that one is fine. Now find the difference. Now the difference, what we call the copay. So the difference is what we call the copay. Now, do you have a question in our past paper? Yes, December 2014. Open the question for December 2014. Open the question for December 2014. December 2014. So open the question for December 2014. December 2014. December 2014. Advance MA. December 2014. December 2014. December 2014. Na amefika December 2014. Question number 4A. Question number 4A. Question number 4A. Question number 4A. Allah, kwani haina? Hii imeruka.
Hapa imeandika namba 2. Isi niyo ya besto ama
Question number? Namba? Imeandikwa namba?
wameandika namba 2 hiyo ya besto. Besto Ltd.
Besto. Let me see kama ni best. Iko wapi? Ngoja. Besto Ltd. Wanasema calculate nini?
EOQ.
Okay, we can do that one also. We can do that one also. Nara tusomea basi. Now, ngoja kidogo. Ngoja kidogo. Okay, tusomee tuone kama it is possible. Kama iko na mambo mingi. Ready for us? Tusomee tafadhali.
Besto Ltd manufactures a standard water heater. The data below
Mfano,
relates to its activities. Ama sio?
This one ni tofauti.
Kuna
Unaona
mambo
hii
mengine mengi.
information, kuna chini yake. There's additional information. Ndio.
Mm.
Wacha hiyo sorry niko na wacha ni ngoja acha ni present. Let me present it. Wacha ni present. Inaanza additional information ambayo ina 15,000, sivyo? Just let me present it. Kidogo tu niwapresentie. Ngoja kidogo niwapresentie hiyo swali. Ndio na present. And then someone to read for us. Tusome sasa ndio hiyo. That is the question. The solution ndio hiyo hapo. Unaona kadogo. Tusome. Ndio present tusome.
GB Ltd stocks and sells a product branded PZN. The following information relates to PZN. Cost per unit 900, insurance fees 5,000. Ndio hizo values. Additional information. The company's average sales amount to 15,000 units per year. The processing cost amounts to 100 shillings per order. The purchasing department pays annual fixed salaries of 6 million shillings plus 500 per order. Number 4. The required return on investment is equivalent to 15% on the purchase cost. Number 5. The company pays 900 shillings for offloading of each delivery. Required economic order quantity for the company.
Okay, now mute sasa, you can mute. Now before I present the screen, my board, we know that our Q, which is our optimal size is equals to 2 DCO over CH. Now I want you to give me those figures. So the question is for December 2014. December 2014. Question number 4A. Now, before I present my board, I want you to tell me what's our D? What's our D from the question? Information number 1. Can you see information number 1? The company average sales amount to 15,000 units per year. Remember, D is annual demand. Annual demand. So, siandiki kwanza, nataka niweke hizo figures. Aya. Ordering cost. Now, what's our ordering cost? Now, our ordering cost ni kadhaa. Tuende pale juu kwa additional information. Cost per order 900. Pale juu. kwanza hiyo unaichukua 900, that's number 1. Cost per order pale juu. So the cost per unit ni 900. Next, we have another one, information number 2. The processing cost amounted to 100 is also an ordering cost. So you add also that one per unit. You know, it's going per unit because it relates to the number of units. Another one that we have, information number 3. The purchasing department pays an annual fixed salary of 6 million plus 500 per order. So that one 500 per order is also one of it. Do you have another one? Do we have any other? Okay, pale chini, the company pays 900 for offloading each delivery. Now the company, no, pale juu cost per unit ya 900, poleni sana. Ile juu ya pale ni purchase price, our C. So kumbuke our C, the purchase, here D times C. Hiyo C yetu ni purchase price ni 900. So sio hiyo ya juu, ni ile ya pale chini. The offloading cost is also part of ordering. So hii 900 ndio ya hapo chini. So you add them together, utapata the total ordering cost. Unachukua 100 plus 500 plus 900. Unapata 1500. Haya. What else do we have? CH, we need CH. Now CH in holding cost. Now do you have any holding cost? So holding cost in a rate na hold inventory. Now if we go to our information number 4, the required rate of return for investment is equivalent to 15%. Now remember, niwaambia 15% is the cost of capital. So inafaa kuwa ni 15% of our now purchase price. Now purchase price iko pale juu kwa information yetu. Cost per unit. That's our purchase price. 900. Now we add any other cost. We have chini yake 17. Cost per unit for average inventory is 17. Na taxes on average is 17 pia. 17 plus 20. Kiangalia pale juu 17 plus 20. Hakuna kitu ingine. That's all about it. So let us do it together. Let us now do it together. Ukiona hiyo information now you can get this question. Itakuwa ngapi? 0.15 times 900 plus 17 plus 20. 172. So itakuwa our Q ni 2 times 15,000 times 1500 over 172. Ndio sasa tumemaliza hivyo. So 2 times 15,000 times 1500 divided by 172, then square root. So 511 units. 511 units. Hizo ziko sawa? 511 units. 511 units. Now let's go in the case where we have discount. Now let's go to a question where we have discount. Now, presence of discount. Let me share the screen. Presence of discount, let me share the screen. Let me share the screen with you. Here, presence of discount. Now, in business practice, there are 3 main forms of discount. We have the cash discount, we have trade discount, and we have the quantity discount. For the purpose of inventory control, the relevant cost is the quantity discount, the third one. For the purpose of inventory control, the relevant discount, the relevant discount is the quantity discount, where you purchase on bulk. So in the case where we purchase on bulk. Now, discount makes purchase cost to reduce, but it may increase the holding cost. Now, wakati unapewa more discount, you might decide to buy more goods on bulk. So when you buy more goods on bulk, it means your purchase cost will reduce, or the purchase price, or the total purchases will reduce because of the discount. But because you shall have more material in the stock to hold, then you shall incur more holding cost. Utaandika more stockkeepers, you shall ensure you have more of your goods. So holding cost will increase, but the purchase cost we reduce. Quality discount is divided into two. Number one, we have the single discount and we have the multiple discount. Let us start with the single discount. This is where a constant rate of a discount is given or offered irrespective of the number of the units purchased. So this is where a constant rate of discount is given regardless of the number of units you purchase. So for example, unapatiwa 10% discount. Even if you purchase 10,000 units or 100,000 units. So regardless of the number of units you purchase, hata kama utapurchase 200,000 units or 100,000 units, na mwingine purchase 1,000 units, the discount will be the same. The discount will be the same. Okay. Yeah. The following steps are followed when evaluating the discount. Number one, compute the total cost without discount. Number two, compute the total cost with the discount. Then compare the cost and select the one which is lowest. So now compare the cost before discount and after discount. Then you give your advice. Now let us do this question together before we go to multi-discount. Now, this is the question. A company has a monthly demand of 200 units, each costing 40. Remember, cost 40 is our purchase cost. Cost of capital is 15%, where the fixed cost per order is 6,000. For the purchase of 9,000 units or more units, a discount of 20% per unit is offered. Determine the optimal order size. So we have said step number one, determine the cost without discount. Determine the cost without discount. So screenshot the question. Now cost before discount. So I will stop sharing the screen. Now cost before discount. I open my screenshot that question. Now we know our total cost is equal to D times C plus Q2 CH D over Q CO. Now we need to find our Q. Let us read the question together. So read the question together and you say, a company has a monthly demand. Monthly. The keyword is the word monthly demand of 2,000. So our demand is monthly. So 2 times DCO over CH. So 2 times 20,000. But remember the monthly. It's supposed to be annually. So you multiply by, the monthly, you multiply with the 12. And then our cost, ordering cost, which is the fixed cost per order, the question is 6,000. 6,000 divided by our CH. Our CH is the cost of capital. You multiply with the purchase price. So our cost of capital is 15%. 15%, you multiply with the purchase price. So our purchase price nikiangalia kwa swali naona ni 40 bob. 40 shillings. It's 40 shillings. So 0.15 times 40, which is 6. So 6, so unaweka hapo 6. So find the answer. So what will be the answer? So 2 times 20,000 times 12 times 6,000 divided by 6. Then we find the square root. So 6928. 6928. So itakuwa 69. 6928. So itakuwa 6929 units. Iko sawa? That's number one. Now let's find the total cost. Our total cost itakuwa ni D. Our D ni 2,000 times 12 times our cost, which is 40 bob. See? Q over 2 ni 6929 over 2. Q over 2 CH. Our CH ni 6. Ndio hapo chini. plus D over Q. Our D is 2000 times 12 over 6929. We multiply with our CO, which is 6,000. So what will be our total cost? Then costs after discount. After discount. Now the discount given is 15%. The discount given is 15%. The cost after discount, so, or with the discount, is 15%. Sio iko sawa? 15%. 15%. Okay. Now, let's go read the question together. Iko wapi hiyo swali yetu? Now we shall have a new purchase price kwanza. Tuanze na C. Our cost. Remember initially our cost ilikuwa ngapi? Our cost initially ilikuwa ni 40 shillings. But now tunapewa discount ya 20%. So kumaanisha tutalipa 80%. So kama tunapata discount ya 20%, ni 20 ama 15? 20%. The discount is 20% actually, not 15. Now tunapata discount of 20. Now kama kumaanisha kama tunapata discount ya 20, what you are going to pay is 80%. So what will be the new purchase price? So itatoka from 40 to 0.8 times 40. Itakuwa ni 32 shillings. So our new C ama purchase ni 32. Aya. We need to find our new Q. Now our new Q itakuwa ngapi? Let us read the question. Now for purchase of 9,000. Now for the purchase of 9,000, amesema 9,000. For purchase of 9,000, tunapatia discount of 20%. So for purchase of 9,000, tunapatia discount of 20%. Now our 9,000, because what we are going to purchase, it will be our new Q. Now our new EOQ itakuwa ni 9,000. So we say total cost is equal to DQ, which is 2,000 times 12. Now times 32, because our price may change. D over Q, Q over 2, sorry, Q over 2 ni, now our new Q ni 9,000 over 2 times CH. Now I need to compute our CH. Our CH we said ni 15% of our purchase price. Now imetoka 40, so sasa ni 32. So times 32. Hiyo itakuja ngapi? How much will that be? How much will that be? So 0.15 times 32. 4.8. 4.8. Sorry. 4.8 alafu tuadd D over Q. D over Q, which is our 2,000 times 12 over 9,000 over CO, the same 6,000. Now what will be the cost? Total cost. Now you compare which one is the advice. You pick the one with the lowest cost. Advice. Pick the one with the lowest cost as the advice. Pick the one with the lowest cost as the advice. So iko sawa? Hiyo mta compute. Let us move on. Sasa tumefanya hivyo, tumemaliza. Let's go to multi discount. Let me share the screen. I will share with you this PDF also. Multi discount. Multi discount. Now ndio multi discount. This one also you did in MA. So it's not a new thing. It is not a new thing. So multi discount. I hope you can see the screen now. Multi discount. I hope you can see the screen. Multi discount. So tumetoka kwa single discount. So let us go to multi discount. Let us move to multi discount. Let's move to multi discount. Multi discount. Move to multi discount. Now, this is where the different rates of discount are offered at a given purchase rate. The following steps is followed. Compute EOQ at each price break. So, compute EOQ at each price break. Now, if EOQ is above the break point, you ignore. Now, very keen. Hii andika chini. If EOQ is above the break point, you ignore. We cannot use that one. So we cannot advise that person to choose that level. Number two, if the EOQ is within the break, now we compute the total cost using the EOQ. So we compute the total cost using that EOQ. Now, if EOQ is below the break, we use the lowest limit to compute the total cost. So if EOQ is below, then we compute the EOQ using the lowest, using the lowest cost, using the lowest units, using the lowest units. So that one is very, very important. That one is very, very, very important. That one is very, very important. Now let's go to our past paper. And before we go to our past paper, let's do this question together. There's a solution hapo. Umepatiwa hapo. Now a company has an annual demand of 10,000, of 10,000, and the ordering cost is given as 500 cost. Cost of capital is 12%. The following data is also provided. The data is also provided. Now let me draw this table because we might need it. So between 0 to 999, and then between 1,000 to 1999, then between 2,000 to 2,999, and then between 3,000 and above. Our C, which is our purchase price, 50, 45, 42. 50, 45, 42. So 50, 45, 42, 36. Now we have to advise this person which is our best alternative to pick. And then cost of capital, the 12. So we have cost of capital, the 12%. And then our ordering cost. Our ordering cost wametuambia ni ngapi? Our ordering cost wametuambia ni 500. 500. Now let me share the screen now. We'll do that question together. Now this one is very important. Now we start with number ya kwanza, between 0 to 999. So the first thing we find the EOQ for this level. EOQ is 2 DCO over CH. We just have saying 2 times our demand. So in the question, what's our demand from the question? So the sorry, our annual demand. Our annual demand is 10,000. From the question is 10,000. 10,000 times. Now CO is 500. So 200 is 10,000. And then our ordering cost is 500. You divide by. Now we divide it by CH, which is 12% of our purchase price. So to go level 1, between 0 to 999, our purchase price is 50 bob. 50. So find our EOQ. Find our EOQ. So the quantity 2 times 10,000 times 500 divided by 0.12 times 50. Then find the square root. 1290, which is 1291. 1291 units. Now what do we say? Now if the units is above our range. Now remember our range is between 0 to 999. If it's above, we ignore. So ignore computation. Ignore computation of total cost. Ignore computation of total cost. of total cost. Number 2, between 1,000 and 1,999. We find our EOQ, 2DCO over CH. We are saying 2 times 10,000 times 500 over 12% times. Now, what's our purchase price between 1,019 and 45? So, 45. Now, find it. 2 times 10,000 times 500 divided by 0.12 times 45. Then square root 1317. So 1318 units. Now, where does it range? It is within. It's within our unit. So between 1,000 to 99, iko ndani. So we use it to compute the cost. We use the Q, our EOQ, to compute our total cost. The cost is within. So we compute our Q. We use our Q to compute the total cost. So we know that our total cost formula is D times Q. So D total cost is equal to D C Q over 2 CH Q over D over Q CO. D over Q CO. So doesn't have D. So our D is 10,000 times our C. Our C D hapa, our C ni 45. Tumeanzia hiyo plus Q over 2. Our Q ni 1318 over 2. 1318 over 2 CH. Our CH is 0.12 times 45, which is 5.4, plus D over Q, which is 10,000 over 1318 CO D hapa 500. So it's our total cost 10,000 times 45 plus 1318 over 2. 1318 over 2 times 5.4 plus 10,000 over 1318 times 500. So this one is 457,000. 457,352. So that's the total cost. That is the total cost. Now let's go between 2,000 to 2,999. Our EOQ ni 2 times our D. Our D ni 10,000 I change. Our C I change. CO ni 500. Our CH I change. 12% of our purchase price, 942 bob. So what will be that one? So 2 times 10,000 times 500 divided by 0.12 times 42. And then square root. Napata 1408. 1408. So 1409 units. Now where does it range? Is it within the range? Yes, it is within the range. It is within the range. So we use it. We use the Q, the EOQ. So the EOQ hapa ndio mjue. Namaanisha EOQ. So we use the EOQ to compute total cost. So we use the EOQ to compute the total cost. So we use the EOQ to compute the total cost. Let us see the total cost. Now our total cost itakuwa ni ngapi? How you demand D? Our D times Q.
Hizo units si ni 1,000.
Gani hiyo?
Si tumepata 1,400.
1,409.
Sasa siko below. Siko below.
Sasa si 2,000.
Iko below.
Kama iko below, now we tumie. Now kama iko below, we use the lowest unit upper. So between 2000 to 299, which is the lowest unit?
The 2000.
Yes. Now, since it is below, we use 2000 as our EOQ. So we use 2000 as our EOQ. So inakuwa 10,000 times. So here I change times 500 plus. Now our Q need 2000 over 2 times CH. Now our CH need 0 times 42.
Why, bro?
Eh,
Mbona una times na 500?
3 times C. Oh, ni 42. 42. That is okay. Then Q over 2 CH, our CH in the upper 12% of 42, which is 5.04. 5.04 plus D over Q. Our D is 10,000 over Q, which is our 2,000 times now 500 times 500. So 10,000 times 42, 2,000 over 2 times 5.04 plus 10,000 over 2,000 times 500. So 427 by 40. Then tumalizia mwisho between 3,000 and above. So what will be your Q? 2 times 10,000 times 500 over 0.12 now times 36. Now times our 36. So 2 times 10,000 times 500 divided by 0.12 times 36. Then square root 1521. Is it below? It is below. Now we use 3,000. We use 3,000 as our EOQ. I know this thing you did in intermediate. So kwenye unajua haina mambo, ni kujikumbusha tu. Na what will be our total cost? Itakuwa ni 10,000 times 36 plus 3,000 over 2 times 4.32 plus 10,000 over 3,000 times 500. Inakuja ngapi? So 10,000 times 36, 3,000 over 2 times 4.32 plus 10,000 over 3,000 times 500. I have 368, 147. Now, ukifanya swali, just know, in most cases, your advice inakuanga the last one. The more you order, the more the cost reduces. The more you order, the more the cost reduces. So, advice, you should purchase the quantity above 3,000 because it has the lowest cost. Ukiangalia the cost here, we have this cost, we have this one. This also advice. Order 3,000 units and more because it is associated with minimum cost. Because it's associated with minimum cost. Because it is associated with the minimum cost. Because it is associated with the minimum cost. Hadi hapo tuko sawa? Hadi hapo tuko sawa? Now let's go to our past paper now. Let's move to our past paper. Let me present our past paper. Our past paper. So let's go to our past paper. Now the question was said last sitting. August 2024. August 2024. August 2024. Question number 3. 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 Now let me share the screen. Let me share the screen. Then someone read it for us. Aya, nani kusomea? Nani kusomea? Ada. Ada kusomea hiyo. Aga 2024 question number 3. August 2024 number 3. Ada. Somea tafadhali. Somea to save time. Tafadhali to save time. Aya, mtu mwingine atusomee basi kama yeye amekataa. Someone else.
Ravina Supermarket uses different ordering policies to acquire its inventory due to uncertainty of supply of product X. The management accounting is evaluating the optimal order size for the product to set for the coming year 2025. The relevant data on the ordering policy is provided as follows. We have order policy and units of product X ordered. Then order twice, order monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, and annually. Then in additional information number 1, it is ascertained that the purchase price per unit of product X is 500 for delivery up to 2,500 units. Number 2, a 5% discount is offered by a supplier of product X on the whole order where deliveries are between 2501 up to 5,000 units. A 10% discount on total order for deliveries in excess of 5,000 units is guaranteed. Each purchase order incurs fixed requisition cost of 1,200 per order. That's the ordering cost. The carrying cost is Kenya shilling 20 per unit, 20 per unit per year plus 12% opportunity cost of the purchase price. Then the last additional information, the purchasing lead to time is 3 weeks. Rahisi Supermarket is open 48 weeks per annum. Each year has 12 months. Required EOQ for product X. Number 2, advice to the management of Rahisi Supermarket on the optimum order size of product X. And then the last thing that is required, the optimal reorder level of the product X.
Yes. Now we start with the EOQ. We start with the EOQ. We start with the EOQ. Now, how do you get the EOQ? Now our EOQ, let me write the formula in the board and then we analyze before we look at board. Number one. Let me present it. Let me just present it in the board. So I hope you have the question. I hope you can follow up. I hope you can follow up. So number one, EOQ, the 2 times D times CO over CH. So in our case, the 2 times our D. What's our demand? Now, demand is annually. Let's go to our question. Let me present again Let me present this question again. There's something I want to show you before we continue. Now look at the order twice monthly. Now when you order twice, how much is the unit? Jane, you may present. So when we order twice monthly, Pareju, order policy, how much is the unit?
500.
500. Now, what if now you order once?
250. 250.
Hapana. Kama ukioda mara mbili, if you order twice, ni 500 per order. Kumaanisha kwa mwezi. Kwa mwezi utakuwa umeorder mara ngapi ndio ijae? Si ni 500 times 2. Ndio ni 1000.
Monthly, yeah.
Ni unaona? Wamekwambia ukioda mara mbili kwa mwezi utaorder 500. But ukioda mara moja kwa mwezi unaorder ngapi? 500 times 2. 500 inakupatia 1000, sivyo? Haya, kama unaorder mara kwa mwezi, kama kwa mwezi unaorder ni 1000 units. Now what if unataka kuorder semi annually for 6 months, itakuja ngapi? Times
6000.
6, so 6000. Hapo umepatia ngapi?
6000.
Haya, na kama ni annually, na kama ni annually 12 months. Na kwa mwezi tunaorder mara ngapi? At which units? So kwa nini unapata ngapi?
Annually, 12,000 units.
Ni 12 times 1000. Nakupea ngapi? Per year, annually
12,000 units.
Ndio hiyo. So what's our D? What's our D?
12,000. 12,000.
So mbona hiyo tu hapo ni confuse? So mbona hiyo ni confuse? So wameweka in monthly, wameweka in quarterly, but sisi tunataka in yearly pale chini ya mwisho. Same thing. Ni venye the others ziko in monthly, others ziko in quarter, the others in semi. Tuko sawa? Aya. Now, 2DCO, what's our ordering cost from the question? Our ordering cost, remember ni ngapi? Our ordering cost ni 1200. Information number 3. Number 4. Each purchase order incur a fixed acquisition cost of 1200. So our ordering cost is 1200 over our CH from the question information number ngapi? Information number 5. Number 5. The current cost is 20 per unit plus. So to compute holding cost ni 20%. So ukumbuka 20% of what? Of our purchase price. What's our purchase price? Information number 1. It is ascertained that the purchase price per unit of X is 500. 500. Plus, plus something. Plus, hii ni maajabu. Ni 20 plus 20% of 500. Inafaa iko hivyo. Wamesema the carry cost is 20 shillings per unit plus 12%, not 20. 12% of 500. Our 500 is our purchase cost, which is information number 1. So what will be our total amount? 20. 80. 80. So that's correct. 80. Now give me the answer. So 2 times 12,000 times 1,200 divided by 80, then square root. So
600
600
units.
Hiyo nimalize kwa number A. Number 2. Hiyo iko sawa, iko sawa ama haiko sawa?
Uko sawa? Tuendelee.
Tuendelee bwana. Haya. Kidogo tu. Kidogo. Haya. So sisi tunaona kwa information. Can you see information number 6?
Yeah.
So sisi tumeamua kwenda na lead time ya 12 months. Sawa. So usijishangae kwa tunatumia 3 weeks or 48 weeks. Hiyo itatuchanganya. So tuende ni rahisi. Hii tunaweza annually mara moja. So kama 12 months times 1,000 ya monthly. Tumeona? So our lead time tutatumia ndio tupate the total amount which is 12,000. So unaweza calculate. So hiyo ina shida. Number B or number 2 anasema advise the management on the optimal equilibrium level. Now, this equilibrium level, you need to analyze it. Now, let us analyze it. Number 1. Let us read information number 1 together. It is ascertained that the purchase price for product X is 500 for delivery up to 2,500. Now, kuja nasema hivi. Kuja nasema between 0 to 2,500. Our purchase price itakuwa ni 500. Tumeelewana hadi hapo? Sasa niache mtu nyuma. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes. And then information number 2. Let's read information number 2. A 5% discount is offered to a supplier whose delivery are between 2105. Now between 2501 to 5,000. A discount of how much is offered? A discount of 5%. Now let us see what will be the purchase price. So itakuwa ni 500 minus our discount. 5% of 500 due our new purchase price. Now if we order between 2501 to 5,000, so 500 minus 0.05 times 500. 475. Is that correct? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. Number 3. A 10% discount is offered for delivery excess. So anything above 5,000. So the same as 5,001 and above. A discount of how much is offered? 10%. So what will be a new discount for that level? New discount 400 for 50. Now, let's determine total cost at each level so that we know. Now, our total cost will be equal to D times C, Q over 2CH plus D over Q, CO. As that one is correct. Tuanze na ya kwanza between 0 to 2,500. Now we need to find hiyo Q. Itakuwa ni 2. Now ndio hii. Iko hapa juu hata kwa tutafute ndio hii hapo. Ni ya kwanza 600 when our unit is 500. Ndio hiyo. We shall calculate. 600. Now, is it within the range? Yes. Is it within the range?
Yes.
So we use it to calculate the total cost. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So tuseme our total cost itakuwa ni our D, which is 12,000 times our purchases in the 500 plus 600 over 2 CH. What's our CH? Ni K plus D over Q 12,000 12,000 D over Q. Q yetu ni ngapi? 600 times ordering cost ni 1200. Na hiyo unapata ngapi? Give me the answers. Give me the answers. So itakuwa ngapi hiyo? So 48,000. 48,000. 48,000 sivyo? 48,000. Let's go to the next one. Between 25,01 to 5,000. So you find out your Q, which itakuwa ni 2 times 12,000 times 1,200 over our holding cost ilikuwa ngapi? So you need to calculate for that part. 20 plus. So you'll find holding cost ni 20 plus 12% of our new purchase price, which is 475. 475. So 20 plus 0.12 times 475. 77. 77. Itakuwa ni 2 times 12,000 times 1,200 divided by 77 square root, which is 612 units. Now 612 units, is it within the range? Is it within the range? Is it within the range?
No, below.
So we use
2501.
So we say our total cost. We say our total cost itakuwa ni 12,000 and 500 plus 2501
No,
over 2.
no. Time is 475.
Or 475. Q over 2 CH, our CH ni 77 plus D over Q, which is 12,000 over Q 2501. Now we need to multiply it with our ordering, which is 1,200. We also do the same between 5,000 and above. So you Q 2 times 12,000 times 1,200 over. Now we need to calculate our HC. 20 plus 0.12 times 4, 450. Nakupea ngapi? Times 450. How much? So inakupatia 20 plus 0.12 times 450, which is 74. 74. 74. We say ni 2 times 12,000 times 1,200 divided by 74. Then square root. 624 units. 624 units. Hadi hapo tuko sawa?
Kabisa.
So 624 units. 624 units. Then now we can calculate our total cost, which is 12,000 times 450. Now it is below. So our new quantity is 5,001 over 2. We multiply with our 74 plus our D, which is 12,000 over 5,000 times 1,200. So give me the answers of those two items. Give me the answers of those two items.
If 58,020,46.
Now, I think now you can give the advice. I think now you can easily give advice.
Yes.
There's nothing to add. There is nothing to add or to do. So that one is on you now. So that one is on you. So alikuwa anasema nini kwanza kwa swali yetu? Determine the order mix. So the order you utapeana advice ya most inakwanga ya mwisho. So ya mwisho I should order where our units more than 5,000. So we should order more than 5,000 units. That is our order. That will be that's the one itakuwa na the lowest cost. So in most cases kwa maswali ya hizi order, your last order inakwanga your optimal size. So advice hapo chini yako namwambia he should order more than 5,000 because it has the least cost. Because it has the least cost. Sio tuko sawa? Tuko sawa?
Kabisa.
Now, let us move on to our nini. I want us to move to our notes. So I want us to continue with our notes. So hiyo ni multi. Tumemaliza hivyo. There is nothing to add for multi something. Now, sasa nataka tuende kwa real questions. I want us to go to real questions. Sisi tuanzie na hii. Tuanzie na hii ama tungeanzia. Nilikuwa nataka tuanzie na hii. I want to go to the real questions now. Swali zenye ziko na maana. Hizo tulikuwa tukifanya tena nazo, hizo haziwezi tusaidia. Now I want us to go to our past paper. So we can start with this one for May 2015 if you want. We have a lot of questions actually. We have a lot of questions to do. We start with this one. Tuanze tuna hii imeanza hapo. So open May 2015 question number 5A. Wacha ni open kwa past paper May 2015 question number 5A. May 2015 question number 5A, and then some mtu atusomee May 2015. May 2015. May 2015 question number 5A. Okay, wacha ni watafutie hiyo May 2015 question number 5A. Ni ya kikao. Ukiona tu kikao juu ni hiyo. May 2015 bado iko chini kidogo. Hii ni ya which sitting? Bado iko mbali. Hii ni September. Ya May 2015 iko kweli hapa?
Iko kwa hiyo paper nyingine.
Gani hiyo ya kitambo? Oh, iko wapi huyu?
Hiyo.
Kumbe iko hapa May 2015 question number 5A.
Kikao Limited is reviewing the purchasing policy of one of its raw materials as a result of reducing in production requirements. The materials which is used evenly throughout the year is used in only one of the company's products. The products of which is currently 12,000 units per annum. Each finished unit of the products requires 0.4 kgs of the material, of which 20% of the materials is lost in the production process. Purchases can be made in multiples of 500 kgs with minimum purchase order quantity being 1,000 kgs. The cost of the raw materials depends upon the purchasing order quantity as follows. Order quantity, cost per kg. It is there between 1,000 to 3,000 and above. So additional information. Number one, the cost of placing and handling each order is 90 and 40. Is a apportionment of cost which are not expected to be affected in the short term by the number of orders placed. Number two, the annual holding cost of stock is 90 per unit, of average stock of which only shillings 40 is expected to be affected in the short term by the annual of the stockholder. Then number three, the lead time for the raw materials is 1 month. Safety stock of 50 kgs is required. Then required, advise the management of Kikao Limited on the purchase order quantity of the materials that will minimize the total cost, 10 marks.
So we shall use the same concept tumefanya hapo nyuma. The only different now, hii haina range. Umesema swali, umenotice haina range. Tumepatiwa ya 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 and 2,500. But inatuambia between 0 to 1,000, between 1,000 to 1,500. No, haina range. So tumepatiwa the amount direct. Now, how do we do this kind of equation now? What is the procedure to do this kind of equation? Now, the first thing that we need to compute now is our annual demand. Kwa sababu tujapatiwa. Now, our annual demand, let me do away with this one. Let me do away with this one. So the question is for which sitting? May 2015. Let me the question is for May 2015, question number 5A. May 2015, question number 5A. Number 5A. Now I want to read this statement. Kwa this statement iko hapa hivi chini. Before tuende kwa table yetu. Ile table ametupatia. Before we go to that table. Before we go to that table, just a moment. Sawa. Now before we go to that table ya pale chini ametupatia quantity and the cost per unit. Kuna statement hapo juu anasema the material which is used evenly throughout the year is used only by one company product. The production which is currently at 12,000 per annum. So our current production is 12,000 per annum. Product per annum. Aya, tuendelee. Per annum, and then anasema each finished unit requires 0.4 kg of the material. So each unit, so tunasema 1 unit requires 0.4 kg. What about 12,000? Itakuwa ngapi? How much is that? How much is that? Convert haraka haraka. Itakuwa ni 12,000 units times 0.4 kg over 1 unit. So inakuja ngapi? Hiyo inakuja ngapi watu wangu? Multiply. Inakuja 4800. Inakuja 4800 kg. 4800 kg. And then wanaendelea hapo chini wanasema the purchase can be made in multiple of 500 kg. Na ndio hapo chini ukiangalia hapo chini kwa order yetu, enda hapo chini uangalie kwa each multiple na 500. So 1000 plus 500 inakupatia 1500. 1500 plus 500 inakupatia 2000. 2000 plus 500 inakupatia 25. Then 2500 plus 500 inakupatia 3000. So each order is made at a multiple of 500. Now, turudi pale juu. Each finished unit of the production requires 0.4 kg of material, of which 20% of the material is lost. Now, this one, already 20% is lost. So 4800, already 20% is lost. Kumaanisha this one is 80%. Now, what about 100%? So, what would be 100%? So, what would be 100%? So, already 20% is lost. Kumaanisha in back in, so if 800 represent 80%. Read the statement again. Each finished unit of the product requires 0.4 kg of materials, of which 20% of the material is lost. So 20% of this material is lost. Kumaanisha kama ni 4800 kumaanisha wamepoteza 20%. The remaining ni 80. But we want to know the total below before the amount is lost. So we want to know the total before the amount is lost. So this one will be equal to 4800 times 100 over 80%. Itakuwa ngapi? 4800
6K.
Times divided by 80. And 12K ama 6,000?
6.
Now, that's our annual demand. So unakuja unasema hapa annual demand, the computer annual demand, which is 6,000. Our annual demand is 6,000. Now we want to compute total cost at each level. Total cost at each level. Let us compute total cost at each level so that we can advise the company at which level should they purchase, where the cost is minimum. Remember, Sisi, we are trying to give advice in terms of savings. So we need the company to save. So we need to give advice in a manner that the company will be able to save. Kalkuleta yangu karash imeanguka ule chini. Now, how do you get total cost? How do we get the total cost? Kalkuleta yangu kama imeisha. Imeanguka ikaisha. Now, give me the formula for total cost. Now, this is the formula for total cost. Total cost is equal to DC plus Q over 2 CH plus D over Q CO. So, at the first one. Now, to a quantity order, we have the quantity order. Quantity order. So, ya kwanza 1000. Now, our Q itakuwa ngapi? Now, kwa sababu hatuwezi pata the economic order quantity in this case. With this question when you paraphrasiwa, we cannot find the economic order quantity for each level. It is impossible. It is impossible. Reason why? Because the holding cost tumepatiwa ni the same. The annual holding cost per unit is the same. Is the same. If I produce 1,000, 2,000, 1,500, 25 or so on, the holding cost wajatupatia kama percentage. So kumaanisha itakuwa the same. Itakuwa the same. So in that case, we need to think in another way. So tuanze na D. Our annual demand to 106,000. 6,000 times our cost. So for 1,000, the cost is 100. Our purchase cost. Now our Q itakuwa hizi units, 1,000 units. Now tunasema that is the optimal units to order. Itakuwa ni 1,000 in this case, kwa sababu tuwezi calculate Q, hiyo Q. So hiyo Q itakuwa tu hii, kwa sababu we cannot calculate it over 2. Aya CH. Now let's go and read information number. Let's read information number. Tunataka kupata we want to get what? We want to get the holding cost. Now holding cost. Now wanasema, now kumbuka we have the safety stock. Remember we have a safety stock of how much? 250. Before you do anything, make sure you add kwa hapa. So wakati kuna safety stock unachukuanga Q over 2 plus safety stock. To make sure you kumbuke kwa add. So in this case tunachukua 1,000 divided by 2 plus our safety stock. Now we have information number 5 of 250 kg. Remember it's going kg. 50 kg. Now times. Now we need to times our CH. Now our CH information number 2. The holding cost is 90 per unit of the average, of which only 40% is expected to be affected. Now, the one which is expected to be affected, our holding cost. The one is expected to be affected. The other one which is remain to be fixed, unaachana nayo. In fixed, unaachana nayo. So, annual holding cost is 90 per unit of average, of which only 40 is expected to be affected in the short term. The one which is expected to be affected in the short term is our holding cost. Tuko sawa? Tuko sawa hadi hapo? Tuko sawa?
Hebu eleza mbona zi additional information number 2?
Niyo number 2. That's the information number 2. The annual holding cost of stock is 90 per unit of the average stock, of which only 40 is expected to be affected in the short term by amount of the stock held. Now, the one which will affect the amount held in the stock will be our holding stock. So the one which will be affected. So Nigani, is it 90 or 40? 40 is the one which will be affected by the amount in the stock. So 40 is our figure, not 90. Because our yes, I plus D. What's our D? Our D is 6,000 over Q, which is 1,000 times our CO. Our CO, let's go to information number 1. Information number 1 wanasemaje? The cost of pressing and adding order is 90, of which 40 is an apportionment of cost which is not affected. Now, how much is affected? Kama 40 is not affected, how much is affected? Jane?
20.
Yes, so hapo naweka 50. Jane, umeelewa hapo? Now find the cost ya kwanza. You repeat the same to the next one. 1,500. Na tumesema hapa our Q itabaki tu kuwa 1,500. Reason why our Q itakuwa 1,500 because because our ordering cost, this ordering cost, E40 ni same from ya kwanza mpaka ya mwisho. So this one itakuwa to the same. So itakuwa ni 6,000 times. Now what's our cost per unit? Cost per unit 98 plus haya itakuwa ni 1,500 over 2. So ukumbuka kwa 250 safety stock. So remember to add the safety stock of 250. Then you multiply with 40, which is not changing. The sum of this one is not changing. I have 6,000 over 1,500 times 98. Is that one correct? Is that one correct? Is that one correct?
Kosa.
Yes. Haya, hapa tumekosea kwanza. Na mniambie this one is 50 kwa sababu ni ordering cost. Alafu nyingine ni 1500 over 2 plus 250
628.
628
200.
na hii ya kwanza
633. So
now you can repeat the same for the rest, then you pick the one with the lowest cost. Is that all possible?
Yes.
Yes. Na hii kwa hii swali your advice tukimaliza uta notice ni advice hii. Hii ilikuwa advice kwa hiyo. Ilikuwa na minimum cost ukifanya kwa zote utaona ni ya 1500. So you should purchase at a unit of 1500 because that's the minimum cost. Utapata ile minimum cost. Hizo zingine ukipata utapata ziko juu ya hii the rest. Sio unaweza malizia?
Mbona iko hivyo?
Hii itakuwa hivyo. You pick the one with the minimum cost. Kwa ile yenye iko na discount, unaona yenye iko na discount. Unachukua ya mwisho in most cases. But kwa hii because hakuna discount na our H ina remain the same. So unapata yenye iko na minimum inaweza kuwa either inaweza kuwa ya kwanza, ya pili, ya tatu ama ya mwisho. That one ina depend. Tuko sawa?
Yeah.
So can you finish the rest? But nitatumia PDF. Sawa sawa?
Yeah.
Now, before we do any other question, let me present the screen. Let us go to stochastic model now. So remember deterministic. Now we can go to stochastic. Let us go to stochastic. Let us go to stochastic model. Stochastic. Here. So can you see the presentation? I think you can see the presentation. Now the question says, this states stochastic model. This is where the factors affecting inventory related costs are random and they keep changing. So they are not certain. Remember when we talk about deterministic, remember when we talk about the deterministic EOQ, when we talk about the deterministic, we say that the factor affecting the EOQ, they are certain in nature. They are certain in nature. Now, but when we talk about EOQ, it means the factor which affects the inventory at random manner. They keep on changing. Mute tafadhali, mwenye ameunmute. So mwenye ameunmute, kindly mute. Sawa sawa. Na tunasema for stochastic, the factors which affect the inventory, they are at random manner and they keep on changing. Now, this uncertainty give rise of shortage cost. Now, I will show you how to compute shortage cost because hapo ni wewe inasumbua watu. How to compute shortage cost. Now, two approaches are used to evaluate the model. Number one, permitted shortage cost, and number two, the safety stock. The safety stock here tumeandika hapa, or the buffer stock. So safety stock is also called the buffer stock. Now let's start with the permitted shortage. Permitted shortage. No, for permitted shortage, this is where the company runs out of stock intentionally. So this is where the company runs out of stock intentionally. This approach is preferred where the holding costs are too high compared with the shortage cost. So this approach is most preferred if the company holding cost is too high compared to the shortage cost. So because the holding cost is too high, then the company decided to go to to run out of stock intentionally, so as to prevent the holding cost to be too high as compared to the shortage cost. That one is okay. For this to hold, there should be a retro or no competition existing, and the customer are willing to wait. So the assumption that is allowed in the permitted shortage is that there is no competition and that the customer are willing to wait for you to purchase the material so that we can sell to them. Now, so that concept where the company are willing to wait leads to the concept of back orders. Now, back orders is the delayed delivery. The first, the delayed delivery. So kwa mtihani wakikwambia define the word back order, then you know it means delayed delivery. There are two types of back order. Number one, fulfilled back order and unfulfilled back order. So fulfilled back order and unfulfilled. Now let's start with the fulfilled back order. This is where the items the customer fails to get is noted down and ordered. So for example, ukienda mahali kama kwa duka kununua kitu, then hiyo kitu ikosekane. So that duka does, they note it down, then wanaenda wananunua, then ikikuja wanakupigia simu wanakuambia imefika. So this is where the item the customer fails to get is noted down, then the item is ordered by the company. Then unfulfilled order. This is where the item that the customer fails to get is never ordered, and it is upon the customer to keep on asking or to keep on checking if the company wanunua. So fulfilled, unfulfilled. So for fulfilled, so kama ndio umeenda kwa duka kununua kitu pale hakuna, so wanachukua namba yako, wanakwambia let us order, ikifika you come for it. The other one, unfulfilled, it's where unaenda kwa duka unapata hakuna hiyo kitu, wanakwambia wewe utakuja confirm wakati wowote, but they will not make an order until you keep on checking from time to time. That is unfulfilled. Number two, after permitted shortages, we go to safety stock or the buffer stock. Now, what is safety stock or the buffer stock? What is the safety stock? Safety stock or the buffer stock? Now, this is the additional quantity of item held by the company, and here you add. So apart from what you hold in the stock, hapa kwa screen yangu, kama mnaona screen yangu, nilikuwa nimeandika Q/2 plus safety stock. Now, apart from what you are holding, you add extra safety stock in case of emergency. So this is an additional quantity of item held by the company in order to reduce the risk of stock out. In order to reduce the risk of stock out. So you add an extra safety stock from what you have, from your holding stock. So from your holding stock, from your Q/2. Remember, Q/2 is your holding stock. From your Q/2 holding stock, you add the safety stock, the extra. It's applied where the holding cost is less or is insignificant, or where the holding cost ni kidogo. So this method is applied where the holding cost is significant as compared to the shorted cost. Type of shortages, we have known shortages and unknown shortages. We start with the unknown shortages. We know. So we have two types of shortages. We have the unknown shortages and known shortages. So one are the known shortages. So for this to be applied, the following items need to be known. The following item needs to be known. Number one, holding cost per unit. Hey, make sure umeandika holding cost per unit. Number two, shortage cost per unit. Shortage cost per unit. And hiyo formula hapo ya shortage cost per unit, SC is equal to P minus C minus H/2. SC is the shortage cost. SC is the shortage cost. P is the selling price per unit. P is the selling price per unit. C is the purchase cost per unit. Then H/2 ni holding cost. Holding cost. Holding cost. Now other item you need to know. So apart from the holding cost per unit, you need to know the shortage cost per unit. You need to know the number of annual orders, You need to know the current reorder level, and then demand during the lead time. That was very important. Inaitangwa DDLTM. Inaitangwa DDLT. Demand during the lead time. DDLT. Demand during lead time. And its probability. Probability yake. That is very important. Now, let's do this question. Whether December 2010. Someone to read for us? Jane?
ABC Company Limited buys and sells construction material X. The company sometimes runs out of stock, losing contribution and lost sales, and would like to implement a reliable inventory system. The management accountant has provided the following information from the stores: estimated annual demand, purchase price per unit, selling price per unit, lead time, holding cost per unit, economic order quantity. Additional information: the company operates a 5-day week. Number 2, the number of X units sold with corresponding number of days are as follows: number of units sold, number of days. Number 3, the company currently uses a reorder level of 250 units of X and does not carry any safety stock because of the guaranteed delivery time. Number 4, the company intends to fully satisfy its customers' demand as well as minimize the associated cost via annual stock out cost of using the current reorder level. Number 2, advise the management.
Yes. Let's do that question together. We do that question together. We do that question together. Let me present to you my board. So can you see my board? You can see my board? Can you see my board? Yes.
Okay.
Now, number 1, annual stock out cost. Annual stock out cost of the current reorder level. So annual, number 1. Annual stock out cost of current annual stock out cost using the current. Using the current reorder level. Reorder level. Using the current reorder level. Let us write them down easy. Our figures. We have these figures. Now we need to find the first thing we need to do. We need to find we need to find the demand during the read time. So we need to find demand during read time. Inaitangwa DD, nilikuwa naambia ito DDLT. Demand during read time is equals to, so demand during read time is equals to daily demand times read time. Daily demand times read time. Daily demand times read time. Now, let's go to our question. Now, if you go to our question, what's our lead time? What is our lead time? Information number 1. Daily demand. So, tutoka swali yetu. Now, it is estimated that annual demand is 12,000 at Twitter geos for now. The purchase price per unit is 100 at Twitter geos. Stock selling price per unit 55 at Twitter. Lead time. The lead time is 5 days. So kwanza lead time tomorrow ni 5 days. Then daily demand ndio pale chini. Pale chini information number 2. Tuko na number of units. Let us write them down. So number DDLT itakuwa ni 30 times 5. So that number of units is 30. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So inaanza 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 times 5. Times 5. So unapata the DDLT. And then remember, you need also to incorporate their probabilities. So it must be accompanied with their probabilities. But before tuandike probabilities zake, let us multiply, mniambie figures. So 30 times 50, hiyo ni 150. 150. 40 times 5. 200. 250. 650. 750. This is 300. 350. 400. 450. Now we need to determine the stock out cost using our current. So from the question, what is our current reorder level? Mwenye mfungue swali. Our current reorder level. What's our current reorder level? Information number 3. The company currently uses a reorder level of 250. Umeiona? So kumaanisha 250 ndio hii hapa. So our current reorder is 250. No, 250 or more. So kutoka 250 kuteremka. That will form our reorder level. That one will form our reorder level. Now, the next thing we need to do is determine probabilities. Now, probabilities. So allow me to make the numbers of items. We have number of items. Number of items that is for time and you is confused. Number ya kwanza ni 10, 20, 50. 10, 20, 50, 30. 10, 20, 50, 30, 15, 5, and 5. Total 135. If you add, it's 135. So find probability. Find probability. Find the probability for that one. Now, in an exam, you follow this procedure in Atumia. In the exam, make sure you follow this formula. So 10 divided by 135 is 0.07. The probability hapa ni ngapi? 0.0. 0.07. Nileta kupresent. Can you see my board? I think mnaona. So 0.07. Haya, probability ya pili, ya tatu, ya nne, ya tano, ya sita, ya saba. So divided by 20, 0.15. Divided by 50, 0.37. Divided by 30, 0.22. Divided by 15, 0.11. 0.5, 0.04, 0.04, total 1.00. So that's number 1. That is number 1. So ukishapata hivyo, now nataka kuelezea kitu. Now once you find your DDLT, you compare your DDLT with your current reorder level. So you compare your DDLT. So compare your current DDLT. This is the demand during the lead time with your current reorder level. Remember our current reorder level was 250. So unakuja unaangalia hapa kwa 250. Where does it range? Ina range kutoka hapa kwa 250 nimeweka sako. Now anything kwenda juu we cannot use it. Anything kwenda juu we cannot use it. We use anything kuteremka chini. So 250 and above. So 250 and above will be our figure to use. So tutatumia 250, 300, 350, 400, and 450. Now let us determine stock out cost. Stock out cost formula. Let me give you the formula for stock out cost. Yeah. Stock out cost. Allow me to andike hapa. Stock out cost is equals to holding cost plus holding cost plus holding cost, holding cost, not stock out cost, I mean, sorry, total cost. Total cost is equal to holding cost plus ordering cost plus stock out cost plus stock out cost. So total cost is equal to holding cost plus ordering cost plus shortage cost plus shortage cost. Now how do you get the shortage cost? Shortage cost, hapo ndio kuna issue. Now our shortage cost itakuwa ni shortage per order, shortage per order cycle, shortage per order cycle times number of orders times shortage cost per unit. Shortage cost per unit. But you know how to get shortage cost per unit? Shortage cost per unit. Shortage cost per unit ilikuwa ni P S minus P minus H over 2. You remember it? Nilikuwa nimwambia mwanike mahali. Shortage cost. Haya, mniambie, what's our selling price from the question? Selling price per unit pale juu. So the selling price per unit ni 155. Selling price ni 155. Purchase cost alituambia ni per unit ni 100. Haya. Holding cost ni 20. So 20 divided by 2. 20 divided by 2. So holding cost ni 20 divided by 2. So how much will be shortage cost per unit? So ni 155 minus 100 minus 10. 45 per unit. Kenya shillings. 45 per unit. 45 per unit. Hadi hapo tuko sawa? Hadi hapo tuko ngangari? Yes. Tuko sawa hadi hapo? Yeah, amuongei bwana. Yes. Tuko sawa hadi hapo? Aya, kama muongei na assume tuko sawa. Now we now come up with analysis table. Analysis table. Analysis table. Analysis table. Now this is how analysis table look like, right? Unaanza na the new reorder level. Now a new reorder level ni kutoka 250, tuko nayo hapo 250, 300, 350, 400, 450. That's our new reorder level. Hadi hapo tuko sawa? Tuna agree? So tukisema kuteremka chini, that will be our new reorder level. That one will be our new reorder level. Hadi hapo tuko sawa? For our new reorder level. That's our new reorder level. I think hadi hapo we are agreeing. So I think hadi hapo everyone is agreeing. Number 2, safety stock. Safety stock. Now, what's our safety stock kwa swali? What was our safety stock in the question? Do you have any safety stock? Yes. Now, our safety stock is the current order. Our safety stock itakuwa our current reorder level. It will be our current reorder level. So tuende kwa swali tuangalie kama walikuwa wametupatia. But kama hakuna, remember itaenda na the current. Tutatumia the current. Tutatumia the current reorder level kutafuta the safety stock. Tutatumia the current reorder level kutafuta the safety stock. Tutatumia the current order level, tutakuta the safety stock. So we say, so tunaweza sema hivi, for us to get the safety stock. So for us to get, kama itaonekania hapa, just a moment. For us to get the safety stock, tunachukua the new reorder level to minus the current reorder level, to minus the current reorder level, to minus the current reorder level. Now, what's our current reorder level? Day 250. So ya kwanza 250 minus 250. So hapo safety stock is 0. So in that case, our safety stock is 0. Our safety stock is equal to 0. Ya pili, 300 minus 250 ni 50. So our safety stock ni 50. Ya tatu minus 250, 100. It's our safety stock. So 350 minus 250. Yes. Then 400 ni 150. Then 450 ni 200. Tukishamaliza hiyo table, tukishamaliza hiyo twende holding stock. Holding stock. I'm holding cost. Holding cost. Now the first one is 0 because the safety stock is 0. So because our safety stock is 0, itakuwa ni 0. Ya pili itakuwa ni 50 times what is the holding cost per unit? Kwa swali, holding cost per unit. Holding cost per unit ilikuwa 20. Holding cost per unit ilikuwa 20. Ndio hapa. H ni 20. 20 tupatia 1000. So wacha niandike hapa vizuri nisi confuse. Safety stock. Nataka kile itoshe vizuri bila stress. So kumbuka space yako ikiwa kubwa, usipaka space kubwa shauri yako. Haitatoshea.
Mimi peke yangu screen yangu haiko clear ama.
Wengine mnaona screen? Wengine? Is it clear? Wengine? CJ? CJ, is it clear? CJ ameenda. Na sahi, hebu left na urudi. Left afu rudi uone kama utaona clear. Na make sure mniambie au kirudi. So hii ni safety stock. Safety stock, then tuende kwa holding. Cost. So ya kwanza ni 0 times 20, which is 0. Ya pili ni 50 times 20, which is 1000. Ya tatu ni 100 times 20, 2000. Ya nne ni 150 times 20, 3000. 3000. 200 times 20, 4000. 4000. That's the holding cost. Then tuende kwa ordering cost. ordering cost. So is it clear now?
Bado haijakuwa clear. Sasa sijui kama ni on my side peke yangu.
Zima data afu washe. Okay, tuendelee tu and then utaona. Now ordering cost ni annual demand. Annual demand. Inafaa kuwa annual demand. You multiply with our cost per unit, with cost per order. So kwa swali yetu, what's our annual demand? Annual demand. Our annual demand kwa swali yetu. Do you have annual demand? Let's go to our swali. So kama hakuna, hatutatumia. So tuko nayo 12,000. So our annual demand ndio 12,000. Then ordering cost. Do you have the ordering cost? Ordering cost. Ordering cost. Ordering cost. Do you have ordering cost? Kwa hiyo swali yetu. No, hatuna ordering cost. So we cannot compute that one. There is no ordering cost. So we cannot purchase, we cannot compute this one haitakuwa kwa sababu hatuna ordering cost. So there is no ordering cost. So that one tunaachana nayo. Now to calculate safety stock. Not safety, stock out cost. Stock out cost. Na hapa ndo kuna mambo sasa. Stock out cost. Stock out cost, you consider, remember, you need to consider your probability. You need to consider your probability. You need to consider your probability so that you can get the stock out cost. Then una multiply now the number of orders. What was the number of our orders? Ilikuwa 10. Number of orders, you need to compute number of orders. Number of orders, you can compute wapi? Acha tufanyie hapa. Number of orders ni D over Q. Our D from the question, our demand is 1200. 12,000. Our Q ni 1200. Nakupatia 10. 10 is the total number of orders. 10 is the total number of orders. Hiyo kwa swali. So our D ni 12,000 units. Then our EOQ ni 1200. We shall get the number of orders. Now this is how you do it now. This is how you do it. Ukumbuka probability ya hapa, acha niandike hapa so that you know at least what I'm saying. Remember the probability ya 250 ilikuwa 0.37. Probability ya 300 ilikuwa ni 0.22. 0.22, 0.11, 0.04 na 0.04. That's our probability. Now for you to do this question, this is what you do. Find the stock out cost. Unaanza na hii ya kwanza. Unaanza na hii ya kwanza, safety stock. Unaanza na safety stock. Unasema 0 times our probability, which is 0.37 plus 50 times 0.22. 50 times 0.22 plus 100 times 100 times probability yake ni ngapi? 0.11. 0.11. Aha. Yes. Aya, tukitoka kwa 100 tunaenda kwa 150. 150 times 0.44 plus 200 times 0.44. 0.04. 200 times 0.04. 0.04. Hiyo kama itaonekana kama itabidi nimerudisha screen yangu nyuma kidogo. Hebu allow me to nirudishe kitu nyuma kidogo ndio ionekane. Hapo.
Mimi hata sioni. Nimejaribu but
Imekataa.
Nimekata hata sioni kitu.
Ai. Na wengine walienda wapi? Haionekani kabisa.
Kama pia walikuwa hawaoni ama.
Ama tuifanye kesho.
Cause haionekani. Hata mi sijui kwenye umefikia.
Haya, tunaweza fanya kesho. Maybe sijui shida ni nini, lakini mi kwangu naona kama net iko sawa. Maybe kwenye ndio shida maybe kwa side yenu. Na
Sasa
umekilia
wale
kila
hawapo.
umekilia your tab.
Nini?
Umekilia tab ya simu yako. Haya, ngoja kidogo. So inaonekana aje? Ni nini hauoni?
Sasa tu left ama.
So you find the probabilities of each, then you multiply. Then you multiply with our cost per order, our number of orders, which is 10. Then you multiply with the shorted cost per unit, which was shorted cost per unit ndio tulipata hapa 45 times 45. Utapata the stock out cost. Utapata what we call the stock out cost. Utapata what we call the stock out cost. Utapata what we call the stock out cost. So let's see what is the stock out cost for that one. Stock out cost. Stock out cost itakuwa 50 times 0.22 plus 100 times 0.11 plus 150 times 0.04 plus 200 times 0.04. Then you multiply with 10, you multiply times 45. So 16,200. So 16,200. 16,200. Imefikia hapo. 16,200. Nika inaonekana. But ni sawa, 16,200 sio mbaya. Ya pili, ukikuja kwa ya pili, unakuwa very keen now. Now, ya pili ni tofauti. Utaanza na ukianza na ya 0 utamultiply na the probability ya second one. So for example, ukianza na 0 hapa una multiply na the probability yake iko chini yake. So sije ilikuwa ya kwanza tuanza na 0 na 37. So 0 times 37. Ya pili ukianza na 0 times 0.22 times 0.22 plus haya 50 unaenda probability iko chini yake 50 times 0.11 0.11 plus times 0.11 plus 100 times 0.44. Tunaenda kwa chini yake 0.04 plus 150 times 0.04. 150 times 0.04 inaishia hapo. Then usisahau kumultiply na 10 times 45. 10 times 45. So number of orders times cost per order. The number of orders times cost. CJ inaonekana? CJ, can you see it?
Yeah. Though network yangu inanisumbua na nitoatoa.
Oh. Nitatumia video tu nikimaliza hii class. Kwa sababu ni very important. So 69 69, 75. 69, 75. 69. Napata 69, 75. Tuende kwa ya tatu. Na ya tatu nao ni tofauti. Ukianza kwa hii ya 0, kuna multiply sasa, tulianzia 0 na hii. Tukamultiply hii ya kwanza tuanze na 0, tukamultiply na probability yenye kando yake. Kwa ya pili tukaanza na 0, tukamultiply na ya 0.22. So kwa ya tatu itakuwa ni 0 times probability ya inaanza hapo. Itakuwa ni 0 times 0.11 plus 50 times 0.44. So 50 times 0.04 plus 100 times 0.44. 100 times 0.04. Na hiyo itakuja ngapi? Hiyo itakuwa, na ukumbuke kutimes na number of our orders which is 10 times 45 shortage cost. So itakuwa ni 50 times 0.04 plus 100 times 0.04 times 10 times 45, which is 2700, which is 2700. Then ya mwisho, so tunaanza 0, so tulianzia, so 0 times 0.04. So tumeanzia 0 times, tuko hapa 0.04, 0.04. Ya pili ni 50 times ya chenye chini yake 50 times 0.04. Zero kumekuwa na 10 na 45. So itakuwa ni 50 times 0.04. 50 times 0.04 times 10 times 45. 900. 900. Then ya mwisho itakuwa ni 0 times 0.04. So 0 times 0.04 inaishia hapo, which is 0. Aya, total cost. Now you can find total cost for each. Total cost for each. So total cost ya hapa, total cost ya huyu ni 4000 peke yake. 4000 per 0. 4000 per 0 ni 4000. Aya, kwa huyu total cost ni 3000 plus 900 ni 3900. 3900. Ya tatu ni 2000, total cost ya huyu ni 2000 times plus 2700, which is 4700. Hapa total cost ni ngapi? Total cost hapo itakuwa ngapi? Itakuwa ni 1000 times hiyo plus, so 1000 plus 6975 itakuwa 7975. Then ya kwanza itakuwa total cost ndio hiyo yenye tu iko 16200, kwa sababu ni 16200 plus 0 is 16200. Now advice, you pick the one with the minimum cost. So kwa hiyo which one is as the minimum cost? Which one has the minimum cost? Yes.
3900.
3900. 3900. Now, new order level itakuwa ngapi from that level? New order level from that level ndio hii hapa. So our new order level ni 400. What else do we need? Our new order level, safety stock. What is our safety stock? Or remember calculate pia safety stock. Safety stock
150.
ni ngapi? 150. Then probability of stock output.
0.04.
Unachukua 1 minus that probability. Ni 1 minus your probability 0.04.
0.06.
0.96 or 96%. Ah, uko sawa. Itakuwa 0.04 or 4%. 0.04 or 4%. Let's go to a question to say walikuwa wanauliza nini? So the question ilikuwa inauliza advice required annual stock out cost. Annual stock out cost ndio hii. Annual stock out cost ndio hii. 900. So 900 is our annual stock out cost. Number B, you have to advise the management. So for you to advise the management, you should go with this level, the new order level 400 which is the minimum cost. So you should go with that minimum level, which is the minimum cost. Hadi hapo tuko sawa?
Yeah.
Now try this question tutafanya kesho. November 2017 question 5B tuanzie hapo. November 2017 tumalize hiyo November 2017 5B. Natumia hii answers pia sahi. Na November 2015 ndio hiyo. Natumia tu sahi. November 2015 ndio hiyo. Then unknown strategies ndio tutaanzia kesho, which is the final. Actually hiyo itakuwa ni final. Unknown strategies hizo zingine hakuna mambo, hizo zingine tutamaliza haraka. Unknown strategies kwa sababu nikiona hapa na simulation nimekumbuka. Na simulation kesho nataka tuamkie mapema, very early in the morning. So kesho very early in the morning tuamkia, tuanzie hapo kwa unknown hii. Nataka nitumie notes ndio mwandike chini. Unknown shortages. Tutaanzia for unknown shortages tomorrow. So natumia PDF saa hii, then muangalie, then tutapatana kesho. Sawa? So that will mark the end of our class today. Tupatane kesho asubuhi in the morning.